Hey artists, it's Miss Moomey back with another fun art video today. Nope, that's not a picture of me. That's a picture of the collage that we're gonna make today, or this is just one option. I'm gonna show you how to do a funny hair collage today. So obviously with this one, I used food as my theme coming out of my head. But I thought you could be really creative and find some fun stuff around your house to create a collage for crazy hair today. First of all, I want to show you all the supplies I have. I've got stick glue, magazines, paper plates, cardboard, crayons, leaves and stuff from outside, straws, buttons. Yes, that's pasta. Ribbon, yarn, glue, markers, and of course you're going to need scissors and some maybe white paper or cardboard to stick your collage to. So the best part about this project is just finding out what you're going to use. You need to look around your house and decide what is it that you have at your house that's going to make your fun crazy hair person, your collage we're making today. Now, like I said, I took these pictures of food out of a magazine and I cut them up, and then I arranged them around the head that I'm going to show you how to draw, and then I used lines from my markers to create a really nice composition up here with my crazy hair. But you can do all sorts of things. So I'm going to show you how to do a couple of those things, like using yarn can be super fun. So you don't have to just draw. You can do things, you can glue things down, which is called collage in art. And so collage is really fun because then you can be super creative with what you have. So alrighty, so to start with the face, all we need is a head because we're just focusing on the head, not the body, nothing else. So that part's pretty simple. I want to show you how. Now I have some copy paper that's a little bit longer, which I thought would be a little easier for me to still have room for my face and my hair. But if you just have regular size copy paper, that's fine too. You might just want to make your head a little smaller so you'll have more room for the fun part. Also, you could use cardboard if you have a cardboard, because a lot of the stuff that you can use to glue down is heavy, and it would glue down better even on something like cardboard than it would paper. So especially if you're gonna use something real heavy. So let's start with the face shape. Now I'm gonna use like a big smiley face, as I say, instead of a full circle. And this is not going to be a super realistic person, right? Because we're drawing crazy hair, so it doesn't matter if it's perfect. So I've kind of got me a huge U or a huge smiley face. Now on this shape, he needs or she needs a nose first. So I'm just going to start with a small U for the nose. Now, because of his hair, it's very important that you decide what kind of emotion is your person showing. Are they happy? Are they mad? Are they excited? Are they grouchy? What are they doing? And you can change that up by what mouth and what eyes you draw in there. So let's say we're going to draw a happy one. That's pretty simple, right? We just draw a big happy smile, a big curved smile. You can add some little curves to the end, really over exaggerate it. Come down like that. Now he's super happy, so we need to make super happy eyes. So I'm gonna draw two rainbow shapes with circles underneath. And if you want to draw two circles on the inside. And then of course the eyebrows have a lot to do with that too. If you look real happy or excited, your eyebrows need to be up. If you're sad or mad, they kind of go down. So we're gonna make him happy. And if you want some ears on there, 2 letter C's on each side. Now like I said, he's not very realistic. You can do whatever kind of face you want. Let me show you a couple of other examples of different emotions. So one more time, I'm going to do a big letter U. This I'm going to do an angry one. So I'm going to make him an upside down 7 nose because he's mad. If he's angry, he's probably not got a happy face. So I used a wavy line. And then his eyes are going to go down because he's not happy. So I start with 2 down lines. And 2 curved lines underneath. And little zigzags for the eyebrows. Now he is not a happy camper. But that's okay. You can make him however you want. Maybe you just want a funny looking one. Start with, maybe you want a big nose. Bigger rounded curve. And a wavy mouth. He's silly. Now we want to make big eyes. 2 big rainbows with the line underneath. See how much I changed those up? Just from the look of the eye and the mouth. You can change the emotion completely. And as an artist, it's important that you relay the story you're trying to tell to the people that are looking at your art. So if I want you to know that I feel funny and crazy, then that's what I want you to see. If I want you to know I feel angry or mad, I might use this mad face, use red and yellow and orange, bright, warm colors to make it look more mad and angry. And then the happy face, you might want to use happy colors, some bright colors, like some bright yellow. Or like blues and greens are calming, so you'll use those kind of colors. So you need to decide what kind of face you have first, and you may want to make more than one. Now let's do the first one with just markers or crayon. What about both? Have you ever used markers and crayons before? I really like it because I think it makes it look really cool, being that you have 2 different materials on one page. So if we're gonna do the fun guy, the happy guy, I'm gonna use a whole bunch of different lines. And this would be great if you're a kindergartner and you are somebody that doesn't have a lot of different supplies at home. This would be a good option for you. So I just got me a crayon out, and I'm just gonna practice some of the lines we've talked about, like zigzag lines are some of my favorites. So I could make zigzags coming out of his hair. That's a blue crayon. Let's see. Maybe an orange crayon. Maybe a wavy line over here. And these lines can go all the way up to the top of your paper. It's up to you. Then maybe I'll take some, see, these are real thin lines with the crayon, or markers that are more pointy. You might want to use thin lines. And then you might want to change it up by using some heavy lines, like, let's see, these big markers I have, they have, you know, fatter tips on them, so they're gonna make a fatter line. So maybe I'll do a spiral line there. This is for fun, so I can add whatever I want to on here, right? It's cool. Let me do a purple. This one smells good. There may be some fun lines coming out. See, did you see how I used the flat, made it fat looking, and then I went back and I used the tip of it, made thin lines? So I can change that up. So you can keep adding to this until you are happy and he has plenty of stuff coming out of his head. Let's see, what else haven't we done? Maybe some side to side lines. Again, I'm gonna use some small lines in between there. So it really, these lines really make you feel like his head's almost exploding with colors and lines and shapes. So you could even add some dots on there, maybe make some patterns coming out. The more you add to it, the more it's gonna look really cool and you're gonna be really proud of your artwork. Don't forget to color his face. You can use crayons, or to do a skin color, it's usually best to use crayons, but you can do whatever you want to. He doesn't have to be skin color. He can be blue if you want him to be, because he's yours. He's for fun. So that was our basic. You can use markers and crayons. I did the face with the black marker just so you could see. If you want to draw it first with a pencil and then go back over it with the black marker, you know, I always suggest that, because it helps when you, that way you don't have to, if you need to erase, you can. So that's our first option. And we've got the collage for the magazines. Then we've got yarn. And I can cut strings of yarn to put on this guy's head. This angry guy. Let's see. Yeah, he needs crazy hair. Maybe I might want to cut it into strips. Maybe I might just want to bunch it up and glue it on. That's up to you. So with yarn, obviously I would probably use white glue. With the magazines, you could just use the stick glue because it'll stick on fine. But something heavier, you're gonna need a little something heavier to make it stay. So, look, I'm gonna take my yarn and I'm just gonna stick it right on top of there. I'm gonna take my extra and rub it around a little because I'm gonna put some more colors on there. I could start out with just, what other colors look like? I got some orange over here. Now I've got some ribbon too. So yarn obviously is gonna be thinner and ribbon is gonna be a little wider. So depending on what you want, what you're trying to accomplish, it's gonna depend on, you know, what you have to use, what you have to work with. Look at him, I love that. It looks like I scribbled in his hair, but I haven't even scribbled. And then you can take some more, maybe start coming upward in thin lines. I've been using so much glue lately that I'm almost out of my glue. I'm gonna have to get some more. Isn't that awesome? So I could keep coming up with some more fun yarn lines out of his head. I love it. So he's exploding yarn. All right, so there's another option. Let's see. Oh, the pasta. The pasta's gonna be fun too. Let's do the greenery first. I've got quite a few different types of leaves I found on the ground. I even found some purple leaves. Aren't they pretty? And so I got some different shapes. And I got some sticks. This might go really well on this crazy looking guy. So let's try him. I'm definitely gonna use white glue for this because it won't stay if I don't. So I just stick a little glue on. This is what saves my fingers from getting super dirty. I like to put the glue on the paper. That way, if I put it right on the thing I'm putting on, a lot of times you're gonna get it all over your hands. Look how cool he's looking so far. I'm using those purple leaves. Now don't go out and tear up somebody's pretty bush or anything trying to get leaves or flowers off without asking first. I know how that is too. I was very tempted to grab a couple of flowers and I was like, no, I hate to ruin the pretty flowers. Look how awesome he looks so far. I think he needs another. Now, I was using the word composition earlier. When I say composition, I'm talking about balance to your piece. I noticed that without that leaf, doesn't he look like there's something missing over here? So I went back and I added one more leaf over there to balance out what I've got. So you wouldn't want just one strip sticking up. You'd probably want to do a couple of different pieces coming up to balance your artwork. If it feels like it's too heavy on one side than the other, it doesn't have to be the same on both sides, but you want a good balance. I thought these were fun sticks. It almost looks like antennas because they're connected in the middle. So Now this one is going to be a little tricky, so I probably will put the glue on the stick just to make sure it sticks right. How funny. But now I have another stick or two. Now I've got this stick coming out. I need some more. Awesome. I tell you what, this doing artwork at home is really different from doing artwork at school. So I have, it has really been a fun challenge for me. I will say challenge because some days I think, gosh, what can I do that's different and not the same thing all the time. And with us at home, of course, we don't have everything we have at school. So to be really creative, and I really love that. But I'm really ready to go back to school, I will say that. I miss the art room and I miss you guys. All right, I'm still adding some green and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. He's awesome. Then I would definitely go back and paint, or not paint, but color his face and make it maybe go along with this. Maybe I might draw a little bird up here because it looks like he's part of a tree. He is awesome. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so let's do the best. I'll save the best for last. Now some of you with me have done pasta art before in kindergarten. Some of us made skeletons out of pasta. And so I think I may use my cardboard for this for sure because pasta is super heavy. So let me get me a marker. I'm gonna draw his face right on my cardboard. His nose. Maybe he's got, I'm not sure about this face. So I'm gonna draw him some teeth that are kind of cringing like that. You know, kind of like emojis. Y'all know all about emojis. Pick out your favorite emoji and make that and add him some hair. So anyway, I threw him together really quick. There's my crazy face. So, because we're gonna use some crazy pasta. I've got these really neat spirals, and I got some basic elbow noodles. Those, they're just little, it's like a little C shape. And this kind that has, they're a spiral too, but they're a little different. Kind of like curly hair. Isn't that neat? So, anyway, I'm going to go back with my white glue and just start putting on some pasta. Now, it's still hard. I haven't, you know, tried to make it gooey or mushy from cooking it or anything like that. Whoa, pasta! Doing this up and down won't work too good. Now, like in school, when you get upset with me because it's not drying right away, it's not going to dry very fast. It's going to take overnight to let it dry. So obviously you need to let it sit flat on a flat surface for it to dry real good before you hang it up. You can color it as long as you leave it flat, but you know, anything else is going to be, I gotta make my balance there. So I've got my start on my noodle art. Ah! See, I told you, you can't let it stand up. You've got to leave it flat for it to dry. Obviously, I didn't do too good. So anyway, any more ideas? There's some buttons, if you have buttons laying around. Here was some of my ribbon that I could use. I just pulled out some stuff to show y'all. You could use cereal. We didn't have any more Fruit Loops. I was thinking about using Fruit Loops because we used that on another project. So hopefully you will make a fun, crazy-haired person and post them on Facebook or on the school the Tate or Arena PTA page, that would be a great place to put it so I can see them. I really want to see what you're doing at home, and I miss you guys so much. So I will be back soon with another video.